Hi, it's Debbie from Create Pretty Things. Welcome to my live. Today I'm going to be doing a cute sign for Christmas. It's going to be called Reindeer Games. Do you see it has lots of little swirlies and embellishments, a cute little reindeer. On the bottom it says takeoffs, flying, landings, and winner leads Santa's sleigh. Who wouldn't want to be the lead of that sleigh? We're going to put it on a chalkboard. This is just a plain old average chalkboard, and we are going to go ahead and get our transfer fussed so that it'll stick on our back blackboard without sticking too hard. We're going to go ahead and remove the transfer from the backer sheet, and voila, we're going to keep our backer sheet. Now notice that the back side of the backer sheet is yellow and the front side is white. That's how the new ones are coming now. So that allows you to quickly identify what is the right side and the wrong side for putting your transfer back on the backer sheet when you're done. You always want to store these on your backer sheet when you're done because that protects them. And these reusable silkscreen transfers are reusable between 8 and 12 times, depending on how well you take care of them. If you store them properly, if you clean the ink out of the silkscreen, and if you fuzz them and clean them every time. So I just fuzzed this, which means I added a little bit of lint and lessened the sticky on the back side. That's to help it not stick so tightly so that it won't stretch when I pull it up. You don't want to stretch your transfer. Okay, so here it is. See how you can see through this silk screen? That's where the paste is going to go through. I'm going to go ahead and center this on my blackboard. And these are repositional, so if you don't get it right the first time, you can pick it up and reposition it. I think it's over, needs to go over a little bit more. It looks good otherwise. Let's see. So it may take a couple tries to get this down. And it really doesn't have to be perfect. While we always strive for perfection, it's not always achieved. And remember, this is a handmade craft. Every one of these is going to be different. Each person that creates this will do something different. So it is a little crooked at the top. Okay, so that looks good at the top. Looks good on the sides. Let's lift this and lay it down properly. Now, as you lay this down, you do want to make sure that you don't have any air bubbles in the silk screen. You want to make sure it's down completely and that there aren't any little pieces of fuzz, rocks, pieces of chalk under here, because you do want a tight seal around all that silk screen. I do have a little, looks like a piece of chalk or something. And there's one right there. Probably the same one. Okay, so they feel so much bigger when you feel them on top of the screen. This is one of our larger transfers. I'm going to go ahead and get a squeegee, or let's see, a squeegee, or maybe my paste scraper. And I'm just going to go ahead and run down this and make sure it's down all the way. Just because it is a larger transfer, it does have more room to have bubbles. And I really want good, crisp, clean lines on this. So I'm going to see if I see any air bubbles, I'm going to smooth them out to the edges and make sure this is good. You see one right there. And on the smaller transfers, you really don't have to work as hard at the air bubbles because they just seem to lay down better. Okay, this does seem to be good now. Got all those air bubbles out. It looks great. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like right now. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to use a combination of gold, copper, rose gold, white, and shimmer crimson to create this. So I'm thinking probably rose gold for the deer and maybe gold for the antlers. Oh, you know, I wanted one other color too. Let me see if I have it out. I wanted eucalyptus. And of course I don't have it out. Let me see if I have maybe a paste pack right here. Please hold. This is my baggie of individual paste packets. When you do a project with these, chances are you're not going to use all of the paste in the packet. So I always save them, seal them up really tight, and put them in a baggie. I don't have my eucalyptus. Oh, darn. Hold on 1 second. One more place to look. All right, I found it, guys. I'm sorry for leaving you, but this is eucalyptus. It is one of my favorite colors. So I did want to incorporate it in here. Okay, let's get started. I think I'm going to start with my deer. Yeah, let's start with the deer. Maybe I won't start with the deer. I hate to start in the middle of something. Let's start with the North Pole reindeer. I think this is going to be gold. So let's just go ahead and get some gold paste on my squeegee. And I'm just going to go ahead and smooth it right over the silk screen. And I'm pushing down just a little bit to get to go through the silk screen. Now our shimmers, and the gold is a shimmer, are really, really pretty. They have a little bit of gleam to them. It's not like the big chunky glitter, but it's just a little bit of shimmer that catches your eye as you look at it. So it is really pretty. The shimmers just seem to attract my attention, and I think they're really, really pretty. As you jump on today, please tell me where you're watching from. Let me know if it's your first time ever watching or if you've watched before. And have you ever used the shimmer paste? I'd like to know if you've ever used a shimmer paste before. If you have, what did you think about it? Reindeer. Okay. I'm going to do the word reindeer in shimmer crimson. And this is, it's a little bit dry. So I'm going to spray just a little bit of distilled water into it. And I'm going to stir it up just to get it back to the consistency that I want it to be. I want it to be really smooth and spreadable. This is a little thick. And if it's thick, it's going to be harder to spread, and it may dry in your silk screen. And if it dries in your silk screen, it's not going to stay on the surface below your transfer. It'll stay on top of your silk screen and pull up when you pull up with the screen when you pull it up. So I'm going to make sure I mix this up really good. And I'm not real sure how this is going to show up on the black, but we are going to give it a try. Okay, so it's stirred up. It's a little bit looser. Now I'm just going to go ahead and smooth over the word reindeer. The shimmers also tend to be a little more translucent or opaque. So that may be one thing we want to consider when we're doing this. Whoops. I just got a big blob on my chalkboard. One thing about these chalkboards is that it'll come right off. Once it's dry, I can just scrape it off. Although your design, this paste is semi-permanent. So that means that once it's on, it's smudge-proof, budge-proof, unless you really work hard to get it off. If you want to get it off, you can spray some water on it, let it sit for a few minutes to loosen up that paste, and then use that paste scraper that I just used to scrape it off. So it's basically on there once you put it on there, but you can remove it off certain surfaces, not painted wood, but some surfaces really easily. Now, one thing about doing this is you want to make sure that your paste is still wet when you pull it up, which means that I'm going to paste a little bit and pull a little bit. And guys, tonight, if you want the project list, you just go ahead and type in the word games, G-A-M-E-S, into the comments, and we will send you over the list. Sound good? Okay, so I've got this on. I'm going to try and scrape off some of this extra red that I got on the side. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and scrape that off at the end. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and peel this down. Oh, I don't even know if you can see this. There you go. I'm going to peel this down slowly so we can kind of assess what we did. See if we need to make any repairs, if we missed anything. And it looks good, guys. I got a little bit of extra red paste right here I'm going to wipe off. What do you guys think so far? Yeah, it looks good. Okay, release that paste. So now the paste is there. I'm going to go ahead and use my heat tool to dry the paste I just put on. I don't want to make sure that this doesn't pull up when I continue pasting. And you can tell when it dries when it goes from shiny to a matte finish. We're almost there. I'm going to go ahead and get a paper towel that's wet and clean up some of the little spots I see right now. So this is not really a spot anymore. It's kind of just looks like a smear. So I'm going to clean that up. There's something up here. And then this red paste that I have here, the extra where it was a big blob, I'm going to clean that up immediately. I'm going to try to get back to the normal blackboard finish. Okay. Now, what do you think of the gold there? Can you see the gold? Is it something that we want to keep gold? Or do we want to make that white? I'm almost thinking we want to change that to white. Let me just go ahead and roll this back down. I'm going to paste back over that gold, so I'm going to try and make sure I get it lined up. Press down. And let's change our mind about that gold. Let's do white instead. Let's see if we can improve that. I'm just going to go right over that gold. And we'll take a peek and see if that looks better. I was thinking that another thing we could do is maybe offset some of these colors. But I think the red is showing up pretty good. I'm just not sure about that gold. I'm going to go over the top and just try to remove some of that excess paste I have on there, just to help it dry a little quicker. have a more even texture. Okay, let's peel that up and take a look. Well, it didn't quite go through right there. Peel it up. Looks very vintage. Very vintage. But I think it looks better than just the gold. Try to get that to go down. A little bit right here. Okay, and then I think my white is just a little bit too thick. Let's stir it up a little bit. So what's on your agenda for today? It's a Friday, guys. Fridays. I love Fridays. Do you have a busy weekend coming up, or do you get to relax? I'm actually going to do a craft fair. Looking forward to it. Selling some finished product. So it should be fun. Let's do right here and there. This almost gets a little hard to see. What color should we do games in? Should we do that in red? Or, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do it in crimson red. Games. I do have a little white swirl up here I need to do. I kind of like this games with a little bit of white streaks through it. Okay, and let's do the white swirl. I'll do the smaller squeegee. Okay. If you guys are seeing the live button up at the top, the red live button means you're watching me live. If you don't see it, it means that you're watching the replay. Please comment #replay if you're watching the replay, just so I know that you watched. I appreciate it. And feel free to share this with anyone you feel would like to watch this tutorial. It's always appreciated. Okay, let's peel this up and see what it looks like. All right, it looks good. Reindeer Games. Do you guys like the red, the white variegation through the games, the word games? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and let this lay back down. I want to make sure that my horns are down without any air bubbles. And that my little deer doesn't have any air bubbles right there. Okay, so we're gonna do our horns gold. Oh, I don't know, I wasn't really liking the gold. Let's do the horns storm. Let's do a little storm on them. Storm is kind of a gray brown. I think it'll show up pretty good on the horns. Yeah, I like that color. Okay, let's do rose gold on our deer. Now, I really don't want that red piece of paint right there. So let me see if I can get it off. It's just kind of like a little blob of red. And then I do want to dry it real quick. Okay, let's do that rose gold. The deer. What do you guys think about rose gold? Is it good? Is it a good color for this? Let's give it a try. Ooh, it's a shimmer. I'm gonna love it. So pretty. I love this color. Take off my excess and put it back in the jar. There is a bubble right there on his head. Let's see what happens with that. Okay, let's peel it up. What do you guys think? What do you think? I like it. Ooh, so pretty. Pretty so far. We're gonna dry it. Yes, I think the deer came out great. There are a couple little spots up here, though, that I don't like. And we can clean those up as we go. A little white spot here. Oh, that's probably, I don't know if that's his nose or not. Let me check that out. No. Okay, I'm gonna lay it down. Let it flop. And I'm gonna do the snowflakes. You can tell I live in Arizona. We don't do snowflakes very often. We do sunflakes. And we're gonna chalk our little stars, our snowflakes, and our little greenery. The greenery we're gonna do in my favorite eucalyptus. Eucalyptus, and this is a little dry. So I'm gonna put distilled water in. You can tell it's dry if it's really kind of tough to stir and sticky, almost elastic feeling. But it does loosen up with the distilled water. Just keep stirring it until it's an even consistency, and you'll be able to use it again. Still a little thick. And I'd rather add the water a little at a time than a lot at once, because you really can't take it out once you put the water in. You can leave the lid off and let it evaporate for a while, but it's not a quick fix. It's still a little thick. If you make it too loose and runny, it will run under your silk screen. Okay, this is better. Okay. And then the snowflakes, I would like to do, let's see what I have. Oh, you know, I have Glacier, my color of the month. Let's try that. So every month, Chuck Couture releases a limited quantity of special pastes. And once they sell out, they're gone. They won't release them again. So if you want them, you want to try and get them the earliest you can during the month. You have to make a qualifying purchase of $75 to be able to unlock the ability to purchase the color of the month. This month's color of the month is Glacier, and it's really, really pretty. So do try to get those color of the months. They are like a collector's edition, limited edition, hard to get. So try to get those right when they become available if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I love them. They've all been so pretty. Okay, back to white for our little decorative pieces down here. I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll do this line also. This double line white as well. Do you guys like to decorate with Santa and all kinds of stuff? Santa, decorate for the kids, and reindeer and all the fun stuff. You got to keep that magic alive. It's got some coral somehow, somewhere. Not coral, teal. Okay, let's peel that up. Let's peel it up again. I love the snowflakes. What do you guys think of that glacier color? Can you guys see the shimmer in these? Aren't they pretty, the way they gleam? Really pretty. I love it so far, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and place my transfer down. And we're gonna finish up. Winter leads Santa's sleigh. Let's see. white. I think this could be red. Let's do it red. Kind of almost has a candy cane appearance. There's a little bit of white blended in there. And I like it. What color should winter lead Santa's sleigh? Let's do that in gold, that shimmer rose gold. I'm just trying to even out this texture a little bit. And then we're going to finish up with the white. And then we will be done. White. Okay. Let's peel it off. Our final reveal, guys. Wow. I absolutely love this. Look at that. I think I might go over, watch my transfer and go over this again because it's not real clear. And we did start off with the gold on it. It didn't quite show up. What do you guys think? Oh, I love it. Let me put it down for just a second. Let me show you how to clean the transfer. I'm going to get my bath mat. Lay this down, sticky side down, and I'm going to spray it with regular tap water. The sooner you clean this, the easier it's going to be. And now I'm going to go ahead and cap up my paste a little bit. Now this one was pretty dry, so I added some extra water. I'm going to let it sit and I'll stir it before I use it again. And hopefully it'll be better consistency next time. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there. And my dirty squeegees, I've got a container here to put in. Shimmer Crimson being put away. Next comes my favorite eucalyptus. Next comes our color of the month, Glacier. Works so nice for snowflakes on black backgrounds. So, and that's still available for this month. So if you want Glacier, go ahead and put an order of $75 in your cart, and then it will become available to you. And then you can purchase it up to 3 at a time. 3 is a limit for those. A lot of my pastes were a little bit dry this time, so I'm just gonna add some water before I cap them up. That way they'll be ready for next time. So everything I use in tonight's project is in the cart link. If you type in the word games, it will send you, type it in the comments, you'll receive a message to your messenger with a link to the cart link. You can add, modify, change anything on that link. For example, this chalkboard was not the one that I put in there. I didn't have that one, so I substituted this one, but if you need a chalkboard, you can use the one that I put in there. But if you have a different one that you want to use, or a different surface, it could be a palette board, it could be anything you want, then you can swap that out. So make sure that you go ahead and change those out as you need them. Get exactly what you need for the project. Change up the colors if you want. Remember, if you're buying palette packs, it's buy 5, get 1 free. We do have 10% off site-wide right now. I think it's only going to last for a couple more days. $8.99 shipping. What else? If you're interested in becoming a designer or getting a discount on the product, there is a great new packet. What do they call it? Just a new kit available for designers, new designers. It's usually $99. I think this month it might be $59. So that's something to look into as well. If you want to learn about our DIY club subscription, which is once a month, it is $21.99 delivered to your door. You get an 8.5 by 11-inch exclusive transfer that's only available to club members and designers. It's delivered to your door along with 3 palette packs of paste that they've picked out to coordinate with the design. You also get, your first time you get a squeegee and you get a chalkable shape to use with it. So those are all fun perks of being in the club. And then club members always get some type of special during the month. It could be a discount, it could be a freebie. They like to keep their club members happy, so they're always offering specials to their club members. So it's worth it. It's worth it if you love this stuff. There is a 3-month commitment. You can try it out. If it's not for you, you can cancel after that. But I don't think you'll be unhappy with it. What I'm doing right now is, this is called a board eraser. It's like a magic eraser sponge. And it does all the heavy lifting of removing the paste from your transfer. Now my white was really thick, so it's coming up a little differently. Normally I would take this back to my sink and I would run it under water and clean it that way. And I may still, just to get that paste off, but you want to do both sides. This side is a sticky side. The adhesive is meant to last between 8 and 12 times of use. So make sure you get all that paste out of the silk screen. Store it on your backer sheet that it came on. And then you're good to go. You can reuse it over and over again. Okay, this is almost clean, not quite. I'm gonna take it to my sink. I don't have my bowl of water here like I normally do, so I'll take it back. But I just wanna show you one more time what our project was. I love it. Do you love it? Give it a heart if you love it. Please like and follow the page. Feel free to share this with those that like crafting. And I will see you guys again later. So I'll see you then. Thank you. Bye.